Hello everyone. Happy Valentine's Day. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Aviana. This is Aviana's Ascension, and today we are going to do a reading to kind of see how we can manifest a soulmate, okay? So, couple things. Soulmates can come in many different forms, variations. You can be friends, family members, pets. Today we're going to focus on a romantic soulmate, okay? And know that how I operate, what I believe is that we all create our own reality, right? So if you for some reason feel like you struggle with love, or maybe you're already in a very beautiful relationship but you'd like to deepen that connection and you're just not sure how, know that you have everything within yourself already to create the reality you want to live in, right? So it's not about, you know, trying to change someone outside of you or trying to show up in a way that's not authentic for yourself. But it's about how can you show up for yourself how you would want your soulmate to show up for you? How can you love yourself that way, treat yourself, speak to yourself in that way? And that is how you manifest a soulmate. You become the energy you want to attract, right? It's not about forcing, chasing, but it's about becoming what you want in your life, right? So if you want more love, more romance, a soulmate in your life, how can you treat yourself in that way? What I personally did, I bought myself lots of flowers. I would dress up like I was going on a date, watch a lot of romantic movies, doing taking myself out to dinner, doing things like that. Um, and I think viewing things from that approach empowers you, right? Because I don't want to do something that makes it seem like I think it's outside of you, or that you have to wait, or that you have to change somebody else. Absolutely not. It's about you create your own reality. So whatever change you want to create it. Show up like it's already done. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're just going to empower you to look within yourself, see what may be blocking you from embodying the energy you want to create. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. So normally I don't do spreads, but we're going to do a 5 card spread today. And we're going to look at where you are in your love life, what is blocking the soulmate from coming in or from that connection deepening, how to overcome that, what to embrace within yourself, and what to let go of within yourself. Okay. So again, it's not about trying to force yourself to change or show up inauthentically, but it's about if you want a change or a new reality in your life, how can you authentically show up for that? And what may be stopping you from realizing that, things like that. So let's see what's going on for the collective and how they can manifest a soulmate, please and thank you. And of course, you're all in different situations, so just take what resonates for you. Don't force anything. And thank you so much for watching. Happy Valentine's Day. All right, let's get into it. All right, let's cut the deck. At the bottom of the deck will be the overall energy, overall theme for the reading. And then I'll let the cards fly and we'll get into it. Oh, I love it. Okay. All right, let me get comfortable. All right, gorgeous. So we have justice here, Libra energy. This is all about balance. This is all about truth, all about fairness. Okay, so in regards to your relationship, are you showing up in a balanced, fair way? You know, are you being honest? Are you being authentic with your needs and desires? Right? And it's also about not expecting someone to just check all your boxes and fulfill everything. But it's also about, are you showing up for your person? You know, are you being there for them like you would want them to be there for you? Are you showing up for yourself in that way? I feel like this is a lot about honesty as well, and being clear and truthful about what you need and what you want to go towards. Okay? Because the biggest thing with this is if you're not being honest about what you need, then it's not going to come through. People aren't mind readers, and if you can't acknowledge what you need, then how can the universe bring you what you need? You know what I mean? All right, we have the lovers, we have prosperity here. So it's beautiful, right? We have the lovers card, very positive omen with that, Gemini energy with the lovers, and that being paired with prosperity. I love this prosperity card, this 10 of Pentacles, because in traditional, it just talks about wealth and things like that. But this card talks about in order to maintain that wealth, you need sunlight, you need proper rain, you need good soil, right? The fruit needs to be picked when it's ready. So, in regards to relationships, do you have all of the elements you feel you need? Do you have communication? Do you have respect? Do you have honor? Do you have loyalty? Whatever that looks like for you, you know? Make sure you're getting clear on, okay, if my final thing is going to be a love cake, I need my eggs, I need my flour, I need milk, I need butter, you know? Do you have all the elements you need? Okay. We have the death card, we have preparation, and we have beauty. Okay. So there could have been a recent ending, right? It doesn't necessarily mean an ending of a relationship, but this could be an ending, could be a relationship. It could be the ending of a certain way of showing up, certain habits, certain behavior, certain thinking patterns. Okay, but know that it's all for preparation. It's all to get you ready for the Ace of Cups, beauty. So I do see that there is a new chapter, a new relationship coming through here, or the deepening of a current one. And it's after someone has had the time to really reflect on what they want in love, which is beautiful, necessary. You have to be clear on what you want so that way the universe can provide it for you, right? You got to show up for yourself in ways you want others to show up for you, so you know not to settle. So you know what certain sacrifices need to be made for you to feel like you're in a good relationship. All right, fierce. So let's get into it. All right. All right, let's do card number 1 through 5. We're going to do a little spread for the people spirit. So let's get into it. Number 1. Let's get number 1. Okay, love that. Let's get number 2. Okay. All right, number 3. Number 4. And number 5. All right, gorgeous. See, look, bottom of the deck, we have love, the 2 of cups. Awesome. With speed. Okay, beautiful. So yeah, I definitely see that new relationships, deepening connections are coming through for all of you, right? But I feel like it's about a balance. There's some need for balance. There's some need for, it doesn't feel like acceptance. It just feels like, yeah, like balance. Like we just need a little bit more balance. Okay. So that could mean, it just feels like more equal give and take. It feels like being more vocal and communicating your needs rather than sitting and ruminating or whatever. Yeah. Okay, let's get into it. All right, so card number 1, where you are now in regards to your relationship, your soulmate, all of that. We have success. Okay, so it's looking good, right? The 10 of Cups is a very beautiful card to have, especially for relationships. This is emotional fulfillment. This is balance, right? You see how each cup has water coming through equally. And then you notice there's 3 levels of like rock or dirt here. That represents each part of yourself being necessary for this success, right? So like sometimes people will feel some sort of regret, because especially if you get in a new relationship that's beautiful and loving, then you may reflect on past situations where maybe they weren't the most loving, they weren't the most respected and honored, right? And there could have been different times in your life where maybe you weren't showing up how you wanted to. But know that all those experiences, all the versions of you helped you get where you are now. Okay? And maybe this is something that those past versions of you need: acknowledgement, a little bit of credit, recognizing that you can't do everything on your own. And that includes needing past versions of you, past situations to help you grow. So in this moment, you're looking really good. I feel like it's just about giving yourself the credit. It's just about having that honor and gratitude for the things you've been through, recognizing they helped you get to this moment right here, right now. And maybe you can have a moment of pause to just appreciate how far you've come, where you're going to go, and how beautiful it is that all of the highs and lows got you to this point. That's beautiful. That really is beautiful. Sometimes this makes me think of a post I saw the other day, actually. And it says maybe you have a hard time recognizing your accomplishments and your growth because you're always raising the bar for yourself. That could be how y'all feel, right? There's always more to do, there's always more to overcome, more to heal. But sometimes we have to sit and acknowledge, wow, I've really come a long way. Look at where I was a year ago, a week ago, you know? Give yourself the time to pause and notice your growth. Notice your success. Notice how balanced you've become. I do think a big part of this is, yeah, just always thinking about, okay, now what? Now what do I need to do? What's next on the to do list? What other problem do I need to overcome? And you definitely don't want to do that with your relationships because, and it's not to say that you're not trying to promote growth. Like, absolutely, no one wants to be stagnant, but growth all the time is not sustainable. That's why we have winter, right? The plants don't even grow all the time. So allow yourself a moment to just bask in the beauty and the glory of where you've come, how far you've come, and let that be something to celebrate, okay? 11:11 on the timer. We love it. Okay, so for number 2, what's blocking you? Okay, so what's blocking the soulmate from coming in? What's blocking the deepening of this relationship? Okay, we have the Prince of Pentacles with construction, and we also have the Three of Pentacles with gain. See, Pentacles, to me, that's all about like growth. That's all about earthly matters. It's all about what's going on in your physical reality. So I think that, again, sometimes we're so focused on what can we gain? What do we need to work on? What's the next obstacle for me to overcome? Sometimes when you're always in work mode, in healing mode, growing mode, you don't give yourself the time and the credit to appreciate what you've got going on around you. And secretly, it's not really a secret. Gratitude is the thing that will create more of the energy you want. Being grateful, having appreciation, love, that's the highest frequency. So focus more on the gratitude rather than, okay, great, that's cool, now what? You know what I mean? It feels like someone is not able to take a breath and recognize how beautiful their life is, recognize how much you've already done. It's great to always want to be doing better, always wanting to grow. That's amazing. But recognize it that in moments of pause, it doesn't mean you're taking a step back or you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. It just means you're having gratitude. You're just being present, and that is where we really want to be. You know? Sometimes, especially when we're on these healing journeys and we're in the spiritual realm and we're tapping into these new things, right? Sometimes our ego gets so attached to it that our ego thinks we have to keep going, keep doing, or we're not good enough, or we're going to get derailed. I want you to let go of the fear that rest means reverse, right? Just because you're resting, just because you're having a good time, being present, does not mean that something's going to get derailed. And I want you to move with more trust for that. I want you to know that, just because you may be stationary or chilling one day does not mean you're throwing all your growth and your potential in the trash. You know what I mean? Sometimes just being in love and being in the energy of love is just enough. It's not always about what next, what now. Sometimes we can think that we have to always be productive, always have to be moving forward, working on the next thing in order to be doing a good job. And that's just not true. Don't let productivity be your purpose. Okay? All right, number 3, how to overcome the blockage of always having to work, always having to improve. What next? Okay, we have the Death card. Scorpio energy with the Death card. Okay, so how to overcome this? We have death. I feel like this is about appreciating the natural course of things, right? Everything has a beginning, everything has an ending. And sometimes that course is out of your control. Sometimes the divine will have something come to an abrupt ending. Sometimes the divine will open a new door for you unexpectedly. But I think having more trust in the ebbs and flows of your life will get you to stop feeling like you always have to be on the up and up. You know what I mean? Because, relationships will end and begin as they're meant to. Some people are for life, some people are for a season, a reason, you know? Realizing that that is out of your control will make you kind of let go of the control you may have on what do we need to heal? What do we need to work on, you know? And it's also makes me think of, the present moment. This makes me think of whenever my great aunt was passing away, and she was in hospice care, but she wanted to pass away at home, so we got it set up for her at home. And obviously it's not easy being with someone who's like literally passing. It's very hard. But I knew in that moment I would cherish this time with her when she did pass, when I wasn't going to be able to sit with her anymore. So instead of, trying to rush through it or focusing on how uncomfortable it was, I just focused on how much I knew she appreciated being at home and how much I knew I would appreciate this time with her when I wouldn't have time with her anymore, you know? And I know that's a little intense, but you never know what would happen, what can happen in life. So instead of always wanting to be on the go, on the next thing, have appreciation for where you're at now. Be present in this moment. Just be. Because you never know when you get that time again. You know what I mean? And especially like with the relationships that do have that solid foundation, one day you may have kids. One day you guys may have careers that have you really busy. You know, there can be other things in life that can pull you guys away from each other. So appreciate the one-on-one time you have now. Appreciate the downtime, the relaxation, the feeling of, well, we're not doing anything. Well, good, you know, because you never know when life will pick back up again and you won't have that time. So yeah, I just feel like it's about appreciating the time, one another, the present. I like it. I like it. Alrighty. All right, number 4, what do you need to embrace within yourself to bring in your soulmate or deepen this relationship? We have the Two of Swords with peace and justice here again with that Libra energy. Only 2 major arcana, I want to point out. So major arcana represent significant shifts and things like that. So I think the biggest thing here is being present and embracing the balance. So with peace and justice here, I really like this because both the swords are kind of down. This is about embracing your vulnerability. Embrace the part of you that just wants to kind of relax and just go with the flow. Embrace your needs, embrace your truth, and recognize that vocalizing your truth, honoring it, does not make you argumentative. And by the way, if there's somebody who thinks that, that's not your person, right? This is about communicating and vocalizing your truth, your needs, your desires, but doing so not in a combative way. You should be able to articulate yourself without needing to defend yourself or feeling like there's opposition. This is about recognizing that you're on the same team, you know? It's not about pointing fingers or trying to shift blame, but about just living in your truth and sharing that in a productive way, right? Because this kind of makes me think of, I was literally just watching a TV show, and there was this girl on there who, she has anger issues for sure, for sure. And at first when she has a problem with somebody, she'll be chill, calm. But if they're not receiving her, or if they're not responding how she thinks they should, she gets activated. She gets very, very sharp tongue. She can, sometimes push people, things like that. And one of her friends was saying, Gigi, if you are right about how you feel and you have valid points, no one's going to hear you if you say it like that, you know? So that just shows like delivery really is important. How you speak to yourself, how you speak to others, how you respond, how you listen is important. And it's not to say that you have to compromise your truth, not at all. But it's about honoring your truth while also honoring the right of someone else to have their truth. Allowing there to be an even playing field when it comes to communication and vulnerability. Sometimes we think vulnerability is a place where we have to protect ourselves, where we have to be on edge, and it's not. And this is something that I'm learning in my own relationship, is that I'm safe to vocalize what I feel, especially if it's like about my partner and something that I'm noticing that I may not be on board with, you know what I mean? And that's me honoring my needs. If I say like this doesn't make sense to me and I don't know if that's a sustainable thing for me, I should be able to vocalize that. And I am able to vocalize that. And part of me notices that, okay, now that I am in a safe space where I can do that, I recognize truly how scared I am to do it, right? Because sometimes in the past, we can have situations where we're not safe to say what we need. We're not safe to express ourselves or our concerns. So recognize that that is where you're at now, what you need to embrace now. And if you're in a situation where you're not, get out of there. I'm not even going to sugarcoat that. You should be able to express yourself, honor yourself, communicate without it being an issue. And if it is an issue on the other end, sometimes you just have to recognize what part of you is trying to guard you, because I was able to recognize that in myself, and not make it my partner's problem, but not keep it to myself, but like, yeah, just, have a good communication. I like it. All right, let's keep it moving. Okay, number 5, what do you need to let go of? Last card here is 8 of Pentacles, skill. Yeah. So the common theme I'm seeing in this reading is that it's not about what do you need to work on? What do you need to improve in yourself? What does your partner need to work on? Let go of the need to always be productive, to always be working, healing something. Okay? Some situations are in our lives just for us to be present in them, just for us to experience love in a physical form, just for us to be grateful. It's not always about what do I need to work on? What does this person need to work on? What are our triggers? What's the shadow? Things like that. Like, yes, you need to be aware of these things, but sometimes you can beat a dead horse. Jesus. Getting all tongue tied. But, allow yourself to be present. Allow yourself to recognize how far you've come. Allow yourself to be more balanced. It's not always about what do we need to do. Sometimes you just need to rest. Sometimes you just need to be in the moment, and that's okay. Do not let productivity be the thing that defines your worthiness, because you are worthy, deserving, just as you are. You were born. That's all the proof you need. Okay? Everything's going to be perfect. Everything's beautiful. You have a lot within where you are now with the 10 of Cups, if you don't have a soulmate right here, right now, you got to get rid of the fact that you think there's more you need to do. Just show up as you, love yourself, and treat yourself how your soulmate would treat you. Because there's no more personal work that I feel is needing to be done. I think it's about being present, and I think it's about being honest about what you need and what you want. So for advice on that, make a list. Make a list about the qualities, characteristics, personality, all of that you want in a partner. Okay, get specific, be as delusional as you want. All right, and then don't falter on that. Stick to your standards. Okay, Recognize it's not about what do you need to do, but it's about maybe you just need to be patient. Maybe you need to trust the divine has got something unfolding for you. Okay? Because you really have done a lot. You're showing up as the Ten of Cups already. So just ride the wave. Ride the wave. Be patient. It's going to come through for you. I feel it. Alrighty, y'all. We're going to close it out with some love messages with a little heart oracle deck. Super cute. And this is the Lover's Oracle, so we'll just see what little guidance Spirit has to close us out. And if this resonated for you, let me know with a like, a comment. Definitely subscribe to the channel, help it grow, all that good stuff. And if you would like a personal reading, you can go to my website, avianasascension.com, and I actually have some specials right now. I have a $44 love reading for Valentine's Day, and it's going to be there past Valentine's Day, so check that out if you want. And also sign up for my newsletter on my website. It's a great way to stay in touch, get those exclusive deals, coupons, all that good stuff. Check it out. All right. Last bit for the collective for this love reading. Please and thank you. All right. Let's see what we got for you. Ooh, look how beautiful. It says freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. Beautiful, exactly. That is exactly what we're talking about with this Ten of Cups. The path is clear if you want it to be. So if you keep telling yourself, I need to work on this, they need to do this has to happen before I'm happy, before we can deepen this, before my soulmate can come in, the universe will say yes to you. But if you say, I am love, I am ready, I am balanced, I can bring this in, the universe will say yes to you as well. So give yourself the autonomy to decide if that's what you want, then you're ready for it. Okay? It's not about, becoming a particular version of yourself or something like that. It's not. If you decide that's what you want and you're ready, it'll come in. You just got to be patient and let it come in divine timing. Okay? Beautiful. Gorgeous. Look at the tree. We love the tree. Manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Beautiful. Exactly. I love it too because we're manifesting a soulmate. So they're saying it's coming true. It's coming for you. That soulmate's coming in. The relationship will deepen. Just trust. Oh, beautiful. Sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. Beautiful. It truly is sacred. So just show up with more love. Don't think about what do you need to do next, what needs to be healed. Just honor. Okay. Last card here. Ooh, look at the snake. Power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. Beautiful. And this is for the ones who think they have to settle or compromise to be with somebody. You don't. Okay? You get clear on what you want, on what type of partner, relationship, all of it. Get super clear, super specific. Now, once you know what that is, don't settle. If somebody shows up in a way that you're like, that's not on my list, then don't take it. You know what I mean? Just like if somebody gave you the wrong order at a restaurant, you wouldn't sit there and be like, I guess I have to eat this. And if you would, don't do that either. Okay? Because I'm a server. You better say something because that's crazy. All right? Don't just sit by and let life dictate to you. You dictate your life. Stand in your power. All right? All right. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Happy Valentine's Day. Again, let me know how this resonated. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out the website if you want a personal reading, healing ceremony, or if you want to sign up for the newsletter. That's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.